Welcome in Charger Media Day. Garen Lee joined alongside New Haven volleyball head coach Andre Foster. Let's talk about it. It's a fun period for this university. Quick in terms of everything that's happened with the university. Quick to you as well. This is, I believe, first time in front of the camera as the head coach of the program. Kind of touch on that, how that's been just kind of coming to the fold and now getting a chance to actually put it in action.
Yeah, I think that our AD, Devin Crosby, has done a good job of making sure that we're all prepared. I am very excited to take the reins of this program. It's one that's had a huge amount of success at the Division II level, and the goal is to continue that success as we make this transition to Division I. It's going to be a fun year, an exciting year, a lot of travel, but a good opportunity for the group that we do have to cement themselves in history as the first Division I program, or first Division I team for that matter, of the program. So that's kind of the goals.
Yeah, and going with that, obviously you being new, this is your first year with the program, and I know coming in didn't think that it was going to be at the Division I level. How excited are you for that opportunity to be the person who brings this program to the Division I ranks, especially with how much history is behind New Haven volleyball in years past?
Yeah, I mean, very excited. I was excited even when we were Division II, right? 48 years of a program, 2 losing seasons, over 35 NCAA tournament bursts, all the accolades that our players have had during their time here. And we're just looking to continue that success, right? It's very exciting. I think that we have a roster that can be very successful at the Division I level, and our goal is to simply just continue that success. I don't see a reason why we can't be as successful as we're at the Division II level at the Division I level. But we're ready and we're excited and we're getting going each and every day that we step on the court, and we're going to give everybody their a fit. We're going to give everybody a fight, and they're going to have to give us their best if they want to beat us.
You rattled off just some of the numbers. I mean, 2 losing seasons and however many years. That type of history behind a program speaks bounce, and especially for how much this university's kind of put in that volleyball is a major sport here at New Haven. With that, how cool is that to see the backing from the university, and obviously Devin Crosby mentioning it a ton, and even the university president, seeing that type of backing behind one program and you being a big part of that. How cool has that been?
It's very cool. We're very lucky here at the University of New Haven to have the support that we have had. It's all credit to Debbie Chin, who started the program, who coached it for over 10 years, and Robin Salters, who then took the reins for then almost another 20 years. They set the standard for what this program is, and, the support's been there from Devin Crosby and from Jens, our president. The support's been there, and it's going to continue to grow, and we're primed for a lot of success. I mean, volleyball in of itself is the fastest growing sport in the United States for people under the age of 18, and there's untapped potential everywhere across the country, across the world, and we're just going to continue that. We're going to continue to build the program, continue to build the culture, and continue to follow in the footsteps of the people that came before us, who have set this program up for the success that we're going to have and the success that we have had in the past.
Well, let's talk about this year as a whole in terms of actually on the court, right? The schedule, very interesting as well. You mentioned kind of weaving connections that you've built from D3 ranks up to Division I in the past. Putting that together and building it how it's been built, high-profile contest, kind of what excites you about that?
Yeah, I mean, what excites me as a coach is that, honestly, I get to coach against people who I've considered peers and friends for years. As far as the team goes, I'm just excited to see what they're going to do. It's a Division I volleyball to Division II volleyball. While it's not that much different, the level of athlete is different. It's a drastic change. The speed of the game, how hard people are hitting, how high people are jumping, their serves, it's all different. And it's going to be a learning curve for especially the freshmen that we do have and the transfers and those who were on the team last year. Building the schedule, to be honest, wasn't as hard as people might think, just with the connections that I've had. But it's definitely one that I think we can be very successful with. And again, each game is going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. Whether we go to 5 and 27 matches or not, it's going to be a fight. In every single set, every single point, we're going to give it our all and have that 110% effort, energy, communication, all that stuff that we preach in our practice, in our gym, in our meetings. We're just going to give it our all each time, no matter who's across the net, whether it's the national championship or whoever it is. We're going to give it our all.
Well, let's go a little bit. We've talked a lot about this group specifically in your hopes for this group of women. You've set pretty high standard, I would think. You have a lot of hopes for this team to go in right away into the NEC, not only compete, but be in that top 3-1 conversation. Having that much kind of trust in everyone else, how has that been built in terms of practices and stuff like that? Seeing that talent now in person, where does that kind of stand for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's definitely a change from what the past has been here as far as roster size goes. 9 freshmen, 3 transfers, right? 12 incomers to a roster that already had 9 on it, right? I think that we kind of really preach effort and energy, right? Those are things that they can control, right? Their communication, all things that they can control. So we kind of preach control the controllables, and then everything else is just icing, right? Everything else is gravy. Everything else is easy, right? If we control our side and we do what we're supposed to do on our side, the game will come to us. We're going to force people to be in one-on-one blocks, be in one-on-none blocks. We're going to give people issues with what we're trying to do here. And it's just all about how we control our controllables, control our side of the net. And then that in turn will then force people to make mistakes. And then our goal is to capitalize then on those mistakes. So that's kind of how we look at it. A lot of energy in practice, a lot of quick drills, just getting people in, out, getting them touches, getting them going, and just working through all of the kinks of having 12 new people. But controlling the controllables is the main thing, and as long as we do that, I will be happy no matter the result.
Who's excited you the most the first couple weeks of practice? It could be multiple people, it could be one. Who's been some of the key standouts from your perspective so far?
Yeah, I think a couple key standouts. There's a couple returners, Nalia Grinnell and Sophia Kamke, who have been pillars of this program for the last couple of years. Nalia was one of the best blockers in the NEC last year. Sophia was an all-region player. She was a conference first teamer. Those two are going to be the point of success for us as far as the returners. As far as incomers go, we had a transfer from McKendree, who played at the Division I level prior, and she's done a good job of dishing the ball out there. And then freshman Cole has done a great job as well. She's definitely came in and has been successful and has kind of shown what her skill is and what she can provide to the program on the court, even as a freshman. It's going to be an exciting time. I think that those 4 are going to be huge for the success that we're going to have this year.
How would you describe this group on the court, on the floor, and off it?
Yeah, on the court, on the court is completely different from off the court. On the court, I would say they are intentional, aggressive. They're gritty. That's one of our key words that we kind of talked about in our meetings was having some grit, being resilient, being adaptable. All those things that kind of go into that word of grit. and they just love to work hard. They just love playing volleyball. You know, they're sweating out there in warm-ups and sweating even more once we get going, right? And then off the court, man, this group is. I don't even know if I can put it into words. They just love to be around each other. They're always having fun. I mean, we have dinner together. We have lunch and breakfast together, and I had dinner with them last night, and we were just sitting there laughing, just having a good time, just enjoying being around each other, especially during this time when not everybody's on campus, right? It's an opportunity to learn about each other, learn about each player, learn about who they are, what they like, what they don't like, who, you know, just how they act, what their sense of humor is, right? They have fun with each other off the court. A lot more fun than I would like sometimes, but it's all fun. They're a joy to be around, and there's never a dull moment with them as they're doing handstands in the background here.
Doing handstands for a TikTok.
There's just never a dull moment with them, but it's always fun.
Coach, appreciate your time. Chargers kick off the season versus UNH, University of New Hampshire, September 3rd. New Haven, UNH. Chargers kick things off on the road at the University of New Hampshire, September 3rd. Then get down to Columbia for the Big Apple Invitational. Should be a lot of fun, Coach. Again, appreciate your time. Come back, continue things. This is Charger Media Day on NEC Front Row.
Let's go! Volleyball!
Welcome back, Charger Media Day. Garrett Lee joined alongside by sophomore on the squad and Peyton Malinowski. Fun times, obviously, Media Day. People were doing handstands 5 minutes ago. But let's talk about now into camp, right? We're back on campus. We're back in practices. How has that been? How's it been just being back with the group again?
It feels great. I'm glad to be back. I like Connecticut. I came to school here. Volleyball's going great. The team is looking strong. Room to grow, but I think we're going to be a really strong team coming into D1. I think we got a little bit to build, but I think we'll be a good competition.
Obviously, the jump to Division One. Kind of take me through that for you. Coming off a very strong year in your freshman season, and then obviously at the Division II ranks as a team, regional appearance. It's been the norm. Now you guys make the jump. Kind of take me through that.
I think it's a little scary. Like, we're going from D2 to D1. Obviously, D1 has taller people. We have a tall team, maybe not as tall as D1, but I think being a shorter team, we're still going to be scrappy and able to compete with D1. It might be a bit of a challenge, but it'll be a fun competition because it's new challenges and better teams because D2, D1, better teams.
Yeah, well, let's go a little bit more in detail on this team. How's it been just being with this group? Obviously, some new faces to the fold, some returners, but a lot of new players on the squad. Just meshing, how has that been?
It's hard. It's difficult. We got 9 new people and then 9 returners, so it's basically a whole new team. You could tell the returners are comfortable with each other, and it's hard to get the new people but they're coming along. It's easier to mesh. We're talking.
Yeah.
They're very open. They're very nice, and it's easy to bring them into our team and make a new, better team.
What's been the most fun part about being back here on campus and being back with the squad?
Seeing my friends, meeting new people, volleyball. I mean, I love to compete. I like to win, so the sport is why I played in college. So just the volleyball and friends.
What's the most exciting part about the jump to Division One? Obviously, a new schedule, new teams, new people. Go on that a little bit.
Me personally, I like the gear. I like all the gear that's coming in. Just, but I do like the better competition.
Yeah.
And seeing all these D1 teams too, like, we'll see how it goes.
Well, let's go a little bit deeper into this team in general. Regional appearances galore in program history, but now under a new head coach, how has that transition been working with Andre, and maybe stylistically how things may differ?
Two different coaches. He's doing great right now. He's also new, so it's hard. It's a lot of getting to know each other, getting to know him, getting to know his style of coaching, and then us meshing with him and him meshing with us. But it's going great so far. I mean, he's a great coach. Came from, I think, Xavier as assistant, and now is taking the jump to be head coach. So good for him, and he's doing great.
If you could describe this group, and I'll say one word, but if you need more than one, by all means, give it to me. Describe this group.
Unique and passionate. That's how I would describe my team.
What's special about this team going into 25?
We're all different. There's no one alike. Everybody's their own personality. We got a girl from Australia. We got 3 girls from Brazil. We got everybody from different states. Just everybody has their own way and a way of playing, and it's fun.
Peyton, appreciate your time. Best of luck again. The Chargers kick things off September 3rd on the road at UNH University, New Hampshire, and then on the road at Columbia, the Big Apple Invitational. Back at home, start of October versus FDU, and the Knights believe the home opener. But again, thank you again for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you those for watching, as this has been Charger Media Day on NEC Front Row.